Attenuation is once again piloted by Finks. We have a Hades Mobula with double Artemises on the bottom and a Gat Flare on the wings. Ship number 2 is the Libtac. It is piloted by Luosi. On the short side, we have a Karahuacha. On the long side, we have Lumber Flak Hades. Pretty meta setup with a flare on the back. Take it away.
Ship number 3 is the Helios. It's a Mobula, similar, or basically the same one as we saw on Storm Riders. There's double Artemis on the bottom, a Flare and a Gatling on medium deck, and Hades on the top, piloted by Dark Knight. Last but not least is the final boss. It is a Galleon piloted by a Solidus Bucket, with a Hades, a Flak, and a Lumber on the left side, and double Hawacha right side with a Flare on the back.
Indeed. Lots of flares in this match. People were bringing flares. However, we do have a pause right now. It's possible... No, we don't have a disconnect right now, but we do have a pause in effect right now. So we got a 2-minute pause in play. Teams are allowed a one pause for 2 minutes during a match, and the cause was called by... it's called by Red. I'm sorry, not by Red. I'm sorry, called by Blue. Yes, Blue called the pause. That's right. So Forgotten Heroes is called the pause. In fact, they've lost a captain at this point, so they are requesting that pause, a gentlemanly pause. In fact, Blue has also lost a engineer here. So this is, yeah, we want to get them back in the match before we get started. Of course, you know, we fight with honor around here. We definitely fight with honor. So a lot of times, though, you'll see teams, if there's excessive problems, you'll see teams actually allow an extra pause, even with the timer running. We actually saw that, I believe, last tournament, where we had a pause where we had one person with an excessive issue with an internet connection. They actually made a judgment call during the match. Both sides agreed to pause, timer ran, and they got him back in. So, you know, hey, we got a lot of good sportsmanship going on in this tournament as always. As the Mobula appears to be moving forward, Mobula should not be drifting like that. They need to move back to where they were. Looks like we got somebody loading back in. Looks like the engineer on ship number 4 is loading back in. Yep, and teams definitely need to undo their drifting here. Again, gentlemanly thing to do, as we should have an unpause here any second. While we're waiting here, Water, now that we know what these ship loadouts are, let's take this from the perspective of the Mobulas, since they have effectively equal builds here. What do you think the Mobulas are going to be doing? Are they going to be targeting each other, or are they going to be targeting the Galleons? What's your plan here?
Well, it's not too easy to say. Last match we had 2 long-range ships with 2 short-range ships, and it was likely that they were going to be targeting each other or leaving the short-range ships to deal with the Mobulas. This time we got 2 semi-meta Galleons running here. I believe the Lib ATK is a meta Galleon. I'm not 100% sure, but they both allow for long range and short range as the pause stops. So it's going to be interesting to see. I believe the Galleons are going to try to keep each other out of the fight, and at some point notice they'll have to work with the Mobula to take down one target, which either one it is, I guess. With the tools they have at the moment, the guns, I believe it's going to be a pretty fast medium-range kill, because a Flak 4 shots, especially in a Mobula, can basically kill it in one go. I think 2 magazines will kill a Galleon, or 2.5 or something. So that Flak is probably going to come into play, even at long range.
Indeed, as everybody, it looks like everybody's back in the match right now. It looks like the pilot issues have been cleared up. Of course, when the ref states that the timer has expired, teams are not forced to remain in pause anymore. So basically, action is back underway as Hades are flying everywhere.
The beautiful sight of napalm.
Indeed. Meanwhile, it looks like the Galleons are going at each other right now. The Libtac basically taking shots at the final boss. In fact, the final boss has no gun arcs right now on the Liptak, so Liptak basically getting a free roll right now on the final boss. However, final boss is starting to turn that broadside over to the Liptak. Looks like a little bit of Hades coming out from the Helios, not too terribly effective. Picking up a couple of good hits there, but nothing really breaking right now on the Liptak other than one gun. Meanwhile, the attenuation is just kind of sitting there going, okay, you give us free Hades over there, we'll take the free Hades. As the Helios now has decided, nope, we're not going to let you have that free Hades, turning their attention to the attenuation. Looks like we may have actually a 2v1 on the attenuation. In fact, we're going to get that right now. Attenuation getting pushed right now.
It's going to be interesting to see if the Lib ATK can get into position to distract one of the enemies before the ATK takes too much damage. He is currently in a position where he can lumber out the Helios's balloon, but not for much longer, unfortunately. At this point, the attenuation is turning. He's trying to find hard cover desperately because he feels the pressure is coming in.
And he's done a good job of that so far, staying out of the Galleon's arcs at least, only dealing with the Hades, effectively making it a 1v1, giving the Liptak enough time to come into the picture here. Meanwhile, it looks like both ships are trying to come around on the Attenuation. Attenuation trying to do its best merry-go-round impersonation right here, as the ships go up and down and round, and we just need some theme music right here to get that merry-go-round going. Flare coming out, bad luck, hitting the hard cover right there. Attenuation doing a great job getting out of a really bad spot right there.
That was well done. The ring around the rosy did pay off. He does get hull broken now, and
yeah, it could have been.
Where are the flags?
Yeah, it could have been a lot worse though for the attenuation though.
Yes, absolutely. Now they're grouped again. I would say Skyburn at the moment do have a slight better position because they have cover to retreat behind, but the Lib ADK and the attenuation didn't really have a choice as they were trying to save private attenuation from the Skyborn invasion. Hull break again on the attenuation. He is losing another quarter of his health.
Indeed he is. He's down to about 25% perma right there. He's not in a good spot, maybe 30%, actually we'll call it 25% right there, as the Libtac really trying to do a number on the Helios right there. A couple of good Hades shots going in, however, most of that clip is missing the Helios, so unfortunately not a successful clip right there. However, the final boss is almost balloon broken. He's down to about 5% balloon, getting it back up just in time. Meanwhile, the Helios is balloon broken, yes.
Yep, sorry, yeah. Talked at the same time here.
Yeah, we were saying the same thing right there.
It's good lumbering done by the ATK.
So this appears to be the game plan for Storm Ryders. Looks like Storm Ryders is content to whittle away with Hades and Lumberjack and maybe pick up a quick heavy flat kill on the side. Meanwhile, Blue is not at an advantage right now with the with this, unless they can get those Hades shots coming in. It looks like they really want the attenuation. They really want to kill him. But they're just not successful with those Hades. The red side is the Storm Riders are winning the Hades fight right now.
That is partially because the final boss, I believe, has greased as an ammo loadout. Is that right?
Let's actually find out. Let's jump in over there. Yes, he has greased. That is correct. The final boss does have greased on that Hades. In fact, let's zoom in real quick and take a look and see. Yes, it is Dimitri that would be on that Hades. He does have greased, so that could be a good reason why they are losing this Hades fight.
Well, nevertheless, Dimitri should be able to pull himself together. He is a gunner of trait anyway, so he should be able to be hitting those greased, even at this range.
Granted, though, hitting those on a Mobula is a tough task in and of itself, even with regardless of ammo. You have to be pretty good to be hitting those on a regular basis. Then you toss in the fact that it's greased. That's a tall task for anyone to ask at a significant range on a Mobula, especially against a good pilot who can basically go up and down and affect your arcs. So the good news, again, is that this could be right here a preview of what's come in the grand finals. We said that last time and it worked out. We got to keep our correct percentages up. But this could be a preview of what's come in the finals.
So you're expecting these two teams to be facing off against each other again in the finals?
Would not be surprised one bit.
That would be interesting, yes. Didn't we have last week something similar going on?
Yes, we did. In
It
fact,
was both these teams.
I believe it was. Well, not under the same names, but I believe you are correct. I'll have to go look that up.
I
How,
think Mighty Kebab was flying the second ship, so it wasn't a Skyborn.
Sounds right, because I remember it was a half team. For some reason, I
Right,
would remember it was a half Skyborn team. With you might be right on that.
maybe.
You know, that's the wonders of the interwebs. You can go look up the stuff. You can go if you forget. You can go, hey, interwebs, remind me what happened. And you click on a
Yes.
link, and it goes, "Oh yeah, by the way, Predator Island. Yeah, it was Predator Island. That's who it was." And yeah, they did actually come back from the Road of Redemption to beat Storm Riders in the grand finals.
And some good matches. I
Hmm.
remember the double pyramidian at the end. That was some
Yes,
very nice.
that was
Fun.
that was actually a great grand finals last week. Definitely one to remember, especially that first match of the grand finals, that 4-4 tie. That was high drama. And for those of you who want to look back on that match, of course, you can always view the replays. I believe they have the YouTube channel for the replays as well. You can also check it out on twitch.tv/that lasagna guy. You can always check out those replays. As looks like Blue is starting to win some trades right now. They're finally getting their teamwork together right now. Not really putting up some big permahull damage, not really putting out much permahull damage at all, but at least they're affecting things a little more here. Hardcover definitely helping. As the lumberjack on the final boss doing some work on the attenuation. Not a full pop though.
At the moment, they're just really they're trading fire, trying to get onto the attenuation, as they do know he is down to a third, maybe even a fourth of his health.
Yes, and they do finally get that balloon break on the attenuation. They finally got it. Looks like the lumberjack is the one carrying them right now. They're still trying to camp that balloon. They may get that one right there. In fact, they do pop the balloon once again. Attenuation putting on that shoot once again. If they can get a quick couple watches in there, unfortunately, they're not really able to follow that up, as Helios is having a little bit of problem getting into Arc right now with that Hades. Meanwhile, the final boss has been hull broken. Libtac coming in, putting in some hurt on the final boss. There comes some flax right there. This could be a kill on the final boss. We may have our first blood of the match right here coming up very shortly. This is not a good spot for the final boss. However, the Libtac is balloon broken right there. Final boss is balloon broken. Final boss, though, really is the one in the world hurt right now. Attenuation's hull broken. They could go down first. This could be a DPS race to see who gets first blood. Attenuation one Hades hit away from going down. This is going to be close to see who gets the who gets first blood. Final boss still balloon broken though. They're trying to get to hard cover. Their balloon is getting camped pretty hard right now. They get that balloon, a beautiful job saving it right there by the final boss. Bad luck right there by the Libtac, as they do get hard cover saving themselves. Great job by that crew saving it at the last possible minute.
At this point, the Libtac is moving in. He's smelling blood. He's trying to get to the final boss. If he gets close enough to the Helios, of course, he'll probably be engaging on Hawacha Carronade's side. But it's likely that he's just going to keep the fight up against the final boss.
Don't be surprised if he goes for the Helios here, actually. In fact, he is going to go for the Helios. I like this move. I like basically saying, you know what, final boss, you're over there in hard cover. Guess what we can do? We can go 2v1 the Helios over here. You want to stay over there? You're going to get a 2v1 on the Helios. If you don't come out of hiding, Helios is going to be in a world hurt anytime soon. However, Helios is charging in. Looks like they're basically saying it's time to make a stand. Somebody's going to go down here. It could be Attenuation. It could be Helios. Helios is balloon broken here. Attenuation keeping that armor up. Looks like they're going to go full tank here. Meanwhile, the Helios is out of position to really do anything. Beautiful flak right there. Beautiful kill. The Libtac setting that up beautifully for the Attenuation. Great job. Great flacking. Great job with the Lumberjack. 1-0 in favor of Red. Storm Riders has the tiebreaker in their favor.
I bet now at this point, Dimitri's like, oh, I wish I had Lesbok with me.
It is possible, however, sometimes though you can think, hey, it's gonna be a fight a little bit closer than what you expect, and you think, okay, hey, Lesmok probably not the best ammo. You want kill ammo, and Grease is a good kill ammo on a Hades. However, at this range, Grease, It's a tough choice, you know. So it's one of those things, you know, you make your choice, you live with it, and you do the best you can with it. That's not to say it was the wrong choice. It may have just been an unexpected tactical decision. Um, they may not have expected this to go as long range as it did. Either that, or they were really counting on those greases hitting. I don't know.
At this point, the final boss and the Helios have regrouped again. They're probably gonna re-engage any moment now.
Yeah, in
Interesting to
fact,
see
here we
if
go.
they learned from the last engagement.
Final boss is the one moving out right now. Libtac putting out a little bit of moonshine here. Moonshine, of course, will help a ship steady up. In fact, they are steady right now. It's going to be a 2v1. Oh, this is unfortunate by Final Boss. In fact, they're going to back up here. They may be the distraction, though, to get Helios in, but taking a ship with so low permahull, that's a tough choice. I hope it pays off for them. But yeah, they do actually make it pay off. So Helios does get into play. They do get the hard cover they're looking for. Final Boss is balloon broken, but still alive. So it worked out. But yikes, that was a bit of a risk right there. And Helios now taking the same path right here. Helios is going to try to move up to that same hard cover. They're really trying to make use of all these rock formations. Helios not even looking to return fire. They're just looking to reposition. Libtac really trying to get that balloon pop on the Helios. Not successful in doing so. Not really successful in doing a whole lot there as the final boss gets a balloon pop on the Libtac. Libtac notices too late to put covering fire on the final boss. They're going to be balloon broken, which means Helios has a chance to fully reposition here.
It's an interesting strategy. It seems that the Storm Riders really opt out for two different vantage points, so you're able to shoot from two different directions, while Skyborn are trying to stay very close to each other, as close as possible, using very close cover to each other, or if not the same cover. So that's an interesting decision on both sides. We'll see how this turns out, of course. But yeah, that's two different styles of play here going up against each other.
Indeed, and right now we got two ships with very low permahull here. Attenuation is basically hanging on by a thread. Meanwhile, Final Boss getting very aggressive right here. Let's take a look at the Galleons as the Final Boss comes around the corner. Libtac really trying to maintain that hard cover, however, they're not going to be able to hold on to it much longer. Here comes the Hwacha. Oh, going a little wild right there with the Hwacha. Nothing going down right there. Absolutely no component breaks. As we have 5 minutes left in the match, we have Storm Riders with a 1-0 lead over the Fallen Heroes. They need to... blue side really needs to pick up 2 kills here. They need to get a kill and an overtime maybe, or a kill and a quick push on the attenuation. If they can get the Libtac, they might have a chance. In fact, they're going for the attenuation right now. Looks like the attenuation is the target. Helios pushing aggressively. Nope, they're actually going to pull back a little bit here. They still have plenty of time. Blue still has plenty of time to make this work. But there needs to be at least a little bit of urgency to get some permahull damage on somebody as the Helios eats a hull break. They're down about 15% permahull. Make that 25, make that 30% permahull. That armor comes back up, but not before eating a little bit of permahull damage right there. Meanwhile, the Libtac is armor and balloon broken right now. Couple engines, couple guns down. They're camping the Libtac. This may be what Blue needed. Attenuation pushing up very strong to cover. This could be the kill they're looking for right here. Helios putting some shots into the attenuation. Unfortunately, some balloon shots going in there, not armor. They really need some armor shots going in there. There's the balloon break. This could be the opening they need as the attenuation gets... Oh, nope. Actually, no, they did not get the armor break right there. Attenuation almost armor broken. This could be the kill right here. Gets it in. The flak picks it up. No, actually, I take that back. Helios picked up that kill. All tied up at 1. Remember, Storm Riders does have the tiebreaker. Blue still needs to pick up a kill to move forward.
Within the next 3 minutes, that has to be said.
With overtime. There is overtime as well. Remember that.
Oh,
So,
right.
yeah, if there's an active engagement, they can... And there's going to be an overtime in this, believe me. There's no way there won't be unless there's a kill on the board. In fact, Blue is getting exactly what they're looking for. There's the whole break on the Libtac. Don't call it a comeback, folks. We got the Libtac in world hurt right now. He's down to 30% permahull. Here come the heavy flaks. They're trying to time it perfectly. Oh, just missing with those, not getting hull breaks. The hull break came just a bit too late. However, it might not matter. Libtac down to a sliver of health. health. Libtac needs to hold on as much as possible. Hades coming out. Bad luck right there. No, they are going to get the Hades in there. Hades coming out from both ships. Are they going to get it? Yes, they are. Blue takes the lead 2-1. Now the Fallen Heroes have the advantage. Red needs to pick up a kill with about 3 and change left to go.
On the other hand, both blue ships are pretty low, so I don't know what they're going to be doing. If they're going to be disengaging, or are they honorably going to keep fighting, showing their dominance, or of course losing an honorable death. That is going to be an interesting choice they're going to make. I would say the Helios is backing off. Final boss is trying to cover him. Let's see where the Lib ADK spawns.
My expectation...
Oh, he spawns really close.
Yeah, my expectation here would be that we're going to see a range fight here. Basically, the fight that Storm Riders wanted, which was fighting at long range. It looks like they're backing up here. They're effectively going to pretty close to max range on guns right now. However, you mentioned before, the Galleon... we have the 2-minute warning out right now. 2 minutes left in this match before overtime. Libtac is moving in strong right now, showing no fear right now, getting in close enough to really do some damage if they can time it right. Unfortunately, they may not be able to do so. Helios and Final Boss turning on the Libtac. This could be the match right here, depending on what Libtac can do. Meanwhile, they hit the hard cover, may be intentional as the balloon goes out. Libtac not suffering any armor damage, but the attenuation really needs to get in here fast. Libtac gets that balloon up. They're going to have that hard cover. The chance may have paid off here. That chance may have paid off. Attenuation does get back into play right here. They're getting those Hades shots out. About a minute and change left to go in this match. Minute and change. Attenuation pushing up. Libtac is basically parked pretty close to the ground right now. They're going to try to take advantage of their Lumbers and Hades right now. Lumber starting to do some work. Helios is balloon broken. They are in position to get the kill on the Helios. If they can get the armor break, they do get the armor break. Helios is armor broken. One more shot. Do they get it? Do they get it? No, they don't. The armor comes back up. Bad luck for the Libtac. With just about 1 minute left to go, Final Boss taking some Hades shots right now. They're really going for the Helios right now. They're really trying to get that kill. However, it looks like they may be switching to the Final Boss. In fact, they do. They switch to the Final Boss. Active engagement still in play. Armor break on the Final Boss. Are they going to get it? No! Yes, they do! All tied up at 2. Now, once again, Storm Riders back in control as they have the tiebreaker. Helios with no permahull, almost no permahull left. That could have been the match right there.
Yeah, I believe that is going to be the match. Let's see. I mean, we are in overtime. If there's no further engagement, then
I'm thinking
the game is basically over, isn't it?
Yes, but we do have an active engagement going on right now. It's I think about 30 seconds left. If my timer is correct, we have about 30 seconds left in the match. Oh, no, actually, we have overtime going on right now. Overtime has been called with the active engagement. There's a 3-minute overtime in play. Basically, in this situation, Red does not have to pick up a kill. Blue has to. In fact, Blue has to pick up at least, has to go +1 in this engagement to win this match. Otherwise, they are going to the road to redemption. Meanwhile,
it seemed that
go ahead.
Helios really took a leap of faith there, running in while his ally was spawning. At the same time, the Final Boss is getting hull broken. It lost about 75% of his health. This is not looking too well for them.
Nah, I'm thinking at this point Storm Riders will most likely be moving on, just looking at the positions of every ship right now. As Final Boss is hull broken and killed, Helios literally has to take that sliver of permahull and go 2-0 here to win. I'm thinking that's not going to happen here, as they almost are hull broken once again. One permahull shot will basically take him out. In fact, there's the armor break. There the explosion. No, not the explosions just yet. Whew, that could have been the end of the match right there. There's another armor break. One more hit of anything, and that's the match right there. That will end it as the engagement ends in overtime. 4-2 in favor of Storm Riders, winning it in overtime in a very, very exciting match. Yes,
this was a good match. It was it started out with Storm Riders having the lead, then the Skyborn retaking the lead, and finally in the end, just in overtime, Storm Riders showing their dominance again. I'd say it ran pretty well. I mean, I do like that they did fight till the end. There wasn't okay, we got to 2 kills, let's run away from the Skyborn. um, which I would have probably done, but very honorable to try to stay in the fight, try to see if you could maybe get another kill, and even if not, um, still take the loss like a gentleman in a way.
Yeah. And look at and if you see in chat, yeah, they're basically saying the greased Hades was not a choice that they it was a choice that they regretted here on that galleon. Just it happens. These things do happen. You make a choice, and sometimes it pays off, and sometimes it doesn't. This